Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today what I have for you is episode 3 of my Football Manager 23 save with Bradford City. If you do go on to enjoy today's episode, please make sure to drop a like on there for me. If you could try and hit 25 likes on today's video, that'd be massively appreciated. Subscribe if you are new as well. We are now on the road to 500 subscribers, so please make sure you are subscribed if you haven't already with that post notification bell on. It's free to do so and it does massively help out. Drop a comment in as well down in the comment section to help boost the video in the YouTube algorithm. We've played quite a lot of league games since you were last with us. We're on some very good form at this moment in time, so fingers crossed we can continue that. In today's episode, we've got 2 more matches for you, one in the Papa John's, and then obviously we'll have transfer deadline day, and then we will be back in league action once again. But make sure you drop a like on today's video, subscribe if you are new as well. Let's get into it. Since you were last with us, then I don't believe we've had any more transfers in or out. We haven't. In terms of the results then, how we have got on. Since you were last with us then, we had a disappointing 2-0 defeat away to Port Vale in the Carabao Cup. But after that, we have won every league match. A 1-0 win at home to Newport County. A 3-0 win away at Colchester United. A 4-2 win away at Hartlepool United. Dion Pereira scoring a hat-trick in that game. And most recently, a 2-1 win at home to Crewe Alexandra. In today's episode, we have Sheffield Wednesday away in the Papa John's Trophy. That's actually meant to be at home. That's what it was in real life, but we're playing away in that one. We will also have this match at home to Walsall in there as well. So let's get into this first game against Sheffield Wednesday. I must say, I've been rotating the team quite a lot, so I don't really have a first team and a second team who I'm thinking of playing for this match, but I'm thinking that we're going to play some of the fringe players, maybe someone like a Poynton, potentially someone like a Dylan Yumby. Andy Cook hasn't really worked out for him so far this season, although according to his form, he's on a 7.63 in his last 5 matches. Personally, I've been playing Viden Oliver quite a lot as a target man. Liango coming on off the bench, but we'll probably change up the formation and all that sort of stuff. It's a Papa John's Trophy. I don't really care about it all too much, but let's get into it and see how we line up. Here we have it then. Here's how we line up for today's match away to Sheffield Wednesday in the Papa John's Trophy. I've tried to give some game time here to a lot of the players who haven't really played all too much so far this season. So we've got Colin Doyle in goal, a back 4 of Luke Hendry, Jan Songo, Timmy Odesina and Matty Folds. A midfield 2 of Alex Gilead and Ryan East. Jake Young starts on the right hand side. Tariq Wright starts on the left hand side. I must say I've been quite disappointed with them two so far this season. Andy Cook and Cian Harrott lead the line up front. Maybe a very attacking formation to play away at a team like Sheffield Wednesday. A strong bench in there as well. I'm very confident though this team will be more than good enough to pick up the 3 points because we want to do well in the Papa John's Trophy. You know, if we do win matches, that will be very nice, but I use this competition more just to rotate the team. Colin Doyle making his first appearance of the season. I think every player has had an opportunity so far this season, but people like Andy Cook, Cian Harrott, not really had too much of a chance. Jake Young struggled to make the matchday squads on a lot of occasions. I think Luke Hendry's only played a handful of minutes, to be honest with you. We are now underway though for today's game. They're going with a 4-2-3 when obviously we did win this fixture 3-1 in real life. Jake Young scoring a brace and Cian Harrott popping up with a goal. I definitely would take that result in today's game as Gilead stands over this free kick. 11 minutes on the clock, but that one is whipped wide of the post. Sheffield Wednesday have the ball in the midfield. It is now with Patterson. He goes into Bakinson. Over the top looking for Malik Wilkes. Good defending on this occasion though from Matty Folds. Hunt now finds Adurinen. It's Bakinson with a shot. It's blocked in the end, I think, by Hendry. And Young picks up that ball before the Wednesday left back. Holds it up here and looks to switch the play. It's an interesting ball. Hunt gets there first ahead of Tariq Wright and he plays it through into Malik Wilkes. Squares it for Patterson who strikes just wide of the post. I think Songo's done just enough there to force him to put that one wide. Good start here from both sides though. Sheffield Wednesday is certainly looking more likely to score though, even though we have had more shots as East puts this corner into the box. Looking for Odesina. Big save though from Cameron Dawson. Good opportunity there for Odesina, who's had his fair share of minutes so far this campaign. And now Wilkes is driving forward down their left hand side up against, I think that's Gilead chasing back. Great work there from Gilead on a yellow card, but he does very well to win that ball back. Looking for Andy Cook who's shoved in the back there. Andy Cook I think has only played the once so far this season. I think he started, I want to say it was either against Port Vale, maybe Newport County, I'm not really too sure. He had an opportunity, dropped, I think it got a 6.1 in the end, so that's why he's not featured since then. Sheffield Wednesday have a free kick here. Byers with a good ball into the box, cleared away though by Songo, and it's now with Brown on the edge of the area. Good defending though from Tariq Wright, and he looks for Cian Harrott, can't quite get there, and it's with Byers once more, looking to take it down the line. Byers still with the ball, gets away from Cian Harrott, looking for a ball into the box now. He cuts it back into Hunt, bit of space to deliver. Good ball into the box, slightly overhit though. And it is now with Brown on their left hand side. James lays it into Adurinen. Bakinson. Back into James. Good tackle from Jake Young. We can't get rid of the ball now. Bakinson strikes just wide of the post, sorry. Not long left to go as well now before half-time. We are going to tell them to play 4 set pieces. On the whole, I think it has been quite an even game. Timmy Odesina has probably had the best chance of the game so far. I must say, though, I am quite happy with the performance, considering a lot of these are second-string players. I think they are playing quite well. We are now underway as well for the second half. We'll probably give it 15-20 minutes or so before I look to make some subs. Corner ball for us here. Ryan East to swing this one into the box. Cleared away by Bakinson. Right, goes back out wide to Ryan East. Ball into the box. Odesina wins the header. Quite a tame header in the end. Maybe should have looked to head that down. And it's an easy save for Cameron Dawson. Obviously on loan at Exeter City last season. Hasn't really been given too much of an opportunity in real life this season, but has recently been playing quite a lot. I think Stockdale's either been dropped or has found himself on the bench either way. As Galvin plays the ball forward there. Good header again from Songo, who's having a very good game in this one. Jake Young now on this right-hand side. Goes back into Luke Hendry. What can he do with the ball? Clips it down the line, looking for Andy Cook, who's in behind, and he's put that one well over the bar. That is a shocking attempt from Andy Cook. Big opportunity for him there. He hasn't taken it, and we will now look to make some substitutions. I do think this formation is actually working quite well. Gilead, we're going to get off now for Smallwood, just because he's on that yellow card. We're also going to get Kian Harrott off for Verdane Oliver. I mean, I don't really want to do that, to be honest with you. Can Tyreek Wright play up front? Jake Young can play up front, can't he? So we'll put Jake Young up front as an advance forward. And then we'll take off Kian Harrott, bring on Dion Pereira, play him though as an inverted winger actually on this occasion. We're also going to get Jamie Walker on for Tyreek Wright. He can't really play on the left wing, but apparently he's actually really good at playing on the left wing. So we'll stick Jamie Walker out on that left hand side. We're also going to get Liam Ridehalgh on as well for Matty Folds. And final change of the game, we're going to leave for now, maybe make that in 5 or 10 minutes or so. 20 minutes to go, still 0-0. I don't think a 0-0 away at Sheffield Wednesday would be the end of the world, to be honest with you, but we do want to win certainly. As Ridehalgh clips the ball in towards the back post, it is cleared away by Galvin. Luke Hendry's got loads of time though here on our right hand side. Goes down the line looking for Dion Pereira. It's a good ball. First time into the box. Andy Cook can't quite get on the end of it on this occasion, and Sheffield Wednesday do clear. It feels like we're certainly the team looking more likely to score at this moment in time. As Smallwood picks up the ball here and he finds Jan Songo. Bit of space for him here to find Ryan East. He goes all the way back to Colin Doyle, obviously. First appearance of the season for our number 13. Liam Ridehalgh on the ball now. What can he do with it? Driving down our left-hand side. Not really got too much of an option. Looks for Jamie Walker, though. He's found himself in a bit of space here into the penalty area. Cuts it back for Andy Cook, who eventually stabs it into the back of the net. It's a first goal of the season for Andy Cook. I was probably considering bringing him off for Verdane Oliver, but he's managed to stab that one in over the line. And it's now Sheffield Wednesday 0, Bradford City 1. 16 minutes left on the clock. The big man puts us ahead. Great play though from Jamie Walker. That is the sort of quality we have been missing in this game so far. Andy Cook on the second attempt stabs it over the line, and we are ahead in today's game. We are now going to make that final change of the game. Jake Young is going to come off, and I think we're going to go to a 5 at the back. Jake Young is going to come off here for Matty Platt. We'll put Songo in the middle, Platt on the right. But Andy Cook up front alone, and we are just going to try and see this game out now. We're going to time waste a lot. We want to slow the tempo right down, be very direct with our passing, no longer play out from defence. In terms of distribution as well, we want to distribute to the target man. And in terms of our press, we probably want to play a little bit deeper now. Keep our press still as a mid-block, something like that. We're happy to invite crosses into the box as well. I think our defence should be more than equipped to be able to deal with it. Just over 10 minutes to go now. Let's hope we can see this game out. As we approach injury time, 5 minutes is added on at the end of today's game. Are we going to be able to see it out and pick up the first 3 points in the Papa John's Trophy? Yes, we are. Andy Cook with the goal. That certainly brings him back into the fold now in the league action, dropping a 7.7 in that game. I was certainly considering selling him at this moment in time because he's on a lot of money. I think he's on £3,000 a week, and he's probably 4th choice striker at this moment in time. I certainly was considering selling him, but he's come up with a goal in that one. He's going to get his opportunity unless somebody comes in with an offer for him. We do now have this match against Walsall to attend, but before that we have got the transfer deadline day. We haven't made any signings. We do have the money to make them, but I don't really want to be making signings for signing's sake because I don't really feel like we need to improve anywhere at this moment in time. I think we've got lots of players to fill in lots of different positions, but we're keeping this winning streak going, which is very nice. No offers though for Andy Cook, who, as I said, we are trying to get out of the door at this moment in time, but a lot of teams just don't quite have the money for him. If we can get him out on a free transfer though, I still think it would probably be best for all parties. With him being 31 out of contract in the summer, I don't think we need to strengthen in any position, to be honest with you. If we were to strengthen in any position, I would probably say we need a fullback. I'll probably say a right back, to be honest with you. Sutton, he's currently first choice there with Halliday being injured. Henry's not really up to standard, so I'll probably say a right back. Some interesting news here. It says Gateshead are thought to be considering a move for Bradford City's Andy Cook, signing the player on a fee-paying loan. Rumours in the press have also been linking Charlton with Matty Folds, with the club hoping to finalise a deal soon. We are going to take part in a transfer deadline day. Like I say, I'm not really too interested in getting players in through the door unless any players go out. Like I say, we've got over £4,000 a week left for a wage budget to spend, but I don't really want to be signing players for signing's sake. Could Andy Cook be leaving? He could, but let's say there's sufficient and appropriate interest because he's one of many players who are actually considering their options at the end of their contract at this moment in time. So certainly an interesting one. Still no offers though for Andy Cook, as we can see here. Burton, Accrington, Wimbledon, Morecambe and Walsall all interested, but they don't want to be offering anything because they can't quite afford his wages. I've won Manager of the Month as well. 5 matches, 100% win ratio. That is what we love to see. Certainly not a great start to the season, as Cian Scales actually won August Vanarama National League North Player of the Month, which is also great to see as well. Confirmation here that Noah Wadsworth will be joining one of his teammates. Was it Rajdi Pallet or something like that? He also joined Evesham on loan. That is exactly where Noah Wadsworth is going to be spending the rest of the campaign as well. They're not paying any money towards him, but he is going there to be a star player, so hopefully he should be playing week in, week out there. And that's the second piece of transfer business done. But again, it's just another youngster going out on loan to get some game time. As Jamil Matt is someone who's been offered to clubs here, £24,000. See, he's only a 2.5-star current ability, actually. We don't need him. He's no better than Oliver. He's no better than Andy Cook. We don't really need to be spending money on a 32-year-old like that when we've got very, very similar. It just wouldn't really make sense. Just 30 minutes left on transfer deadline day. Like I expected, nothing has happened on this occasion. Just the 2 youngsters going out on loan to Evesham for the rest of the campaign. No problems there from my point of view. Top transfer window deal was actually us signing Jamie Walker on a free transfer. And the top deadline day deal was Crawley signing Chris Maguire. Obviously, he signed for Hartlepool in real life, then didn't actually sign. It was a bit of a weird one, wasn't it? Stockport let go of 21 players. Walsall spending 215k and Crawley signing 23 players. I thought we signed quite a lot with the 18 in the summer transfer window, but there's something about here about Heath Richardson. I don't really know what's going on there. Anyway, let's get into this match against Walsall, the second game of today's episode. Let's hope we can continue our fantastic form and keep winning football matches. Here we have it then. Here's how we line up for today's match at home to Walsall. We've got Harry Lewis in goal, a back four of Levi Sutton, Matty Platt, Romney Critchlow and Liam Ridealge, a midfield 2 of Richie Smallwood and Alex Gilead, Scott Banks on the right, Lee Angle starts on the left-hand side with Jamie Walker starting in behind Andy Cook, was kind of frozen out of the squad over the last couple of matches, scored in the last game, loves a goal as well against his former club, so he starts today. Verden Oliver drops to the bench from the team that has been playing quite a lot in the league. Let's hope for another 3 points. Obviously, we did win this game 2-1 in real life, an absolute masterclass from Harry Lewis, giving away a penalty inside the first couple of minutes, then Lewis saved pretty much everything apart from a goal line scramble in the last few moments. Danny Johnson does start today for Walsall. They've also signed Mason Burstow as well from Chelsea, obviously previously of Charlton Athletic as well. Let's get into this match though against Walsall, and fingers crossed we can pick up another 3 points. Like I say, we've been on some fantastic form at this moment in time. I'm hoping that we have picked the right team for today's game. Currently top of the table as well, so I would like to extend our lead at the top of the league and pick up another 3 points in this one as well. So they're clearly playing a very defensive formation in today's game, probably going to look to try and just compact the midfield on the inside, as we've got a free kick here right on the edge of the area. This is certainly Scott Banks' territory as he stands over this one. He shoots, he whips it off the crossbar, and that one goes just behind. That is something that we do need to look out for this season. Scott Banks and then free kicks certainly has got that one in his locker, but unfortunately he's hit the crossbar on this occasion. We've got another free kick here which Rideout looks to put into the channel, cleared away though by Walsall on this occasion, and Monthe driving forward with it, looks long up to Mason Burstow, brings it down, finds Isaac Hutchinson, the former Derby County man, is allowed to run all the way through our team. Thankfully Smallwood gets there in the end to recover. He was actually already picked up 4 yellow cards, so if he gets another yellow card before, like, I don't know, the next 2 months, something like that, he's going to receive a ban, which is certainly not ideal. Hutchinson with the ball in, cleared away though by Gilead on this occasion, but the ball is not fully clear yet as Monthe picks up again, but that is the end of the highlight. Throwing for us here on the far side, it will be Levi Sutton to take it. He goes into Jamie Walker, bit of space for him to turn in. He's been in some great form at this moment in time. Puts in a great ball towards the back post. And Lee Angle comes up with his second goal of the season. Hasn't scored, I believe, since the opening day. But he's come up with a goal in this game. First opportunity, I think, where he started as a left winger. Playing as an inverted winger rather than a lot of the players have been playing as inside forwards. Walker with an unbelievable ball in. Angle climbs highest above, I think it's Liam Bennett, at the far post. And 32 minutes on the clock. Lee Angle puts us ahead just before half-time. Brilliant ball in though from Jamie Walker. On the left foot, he's absolutely whipped that one in, floated it in very nicely, and all Lee Angle has to do is tap it home, well, head it home really, as Platt wins the ball back there. Can we get a second before half-time? Walker now, driving forward with the ball, goes into Levi Sutton, be given a lot of freedom to drive at the Walsall defence in this game, gets to the byline, cuts back here and finds Smallwood. First time ball in for Andy Cook, loves a goal against his former clubs. He's on the score sheet once again. Andy Cook with the goal. This is why you need so many strikers, to have different options, give different opportunities to different players, rotate the team. Andy Cook, 2 goals in 2 games. Another goal for the big man against one of his former clubs. He absolutely loves scoring against them. You cannot leave Andy Cook to have a free header 8 yards out. Shocking defending from Walsall. But it is now Bradford City 2 at Walsall 0. I actually thought on that opening game of the season where we lost to Doncaster that we were going to struggle this season. Since then though, we have been on some unbelievable form. What 45 minutes that was. You have blown them away. Let's get underway for the second half and hope for more of the same, as we've got a throw in here very early on. Rideout finds Jamie Walker, plays that 1-2. Gilead now, bit of space. Oh, heavy touch though from Gilead. He's giving it away in a really, really poor area. Comley finds Burstow, well recovered though from Gilead, and Critchlow now goes long, looking for, I've no idea who he's really looking for there, but it's a mix-up at the back. Daniels with a poor clearance, Banks finds Lee Angle, who shoots. Lee Angle with his 3rd goal of the season. Brace from our left winger, shocking again from Walsall. I've no idea what they're doing. They're currently in the playoffs at this moment in time. Daniels and I think it's Owen Evans in goal have an absolute stinker between them. Terrible clearance. Banks pass into Angle, slots it past the keeper into the back of the net, and maybe left wing is the position Lee Angle needs to be playing a lot more often, as surely the 3 points are wrapped up now. With an hour now on the clock, I am going to look to make some substitutions just to keep things fresh and all that sort of stuff. Everyone is playing very well at this moment in time, so it's certainly not because they are playing poorly. Oliver is going to come on for Andy Cook. We are also going to bring Jan Songo on this occasion for Smallwood, who is going to be banned for the next game now, with him picking up a yellow card on this occasion. Dion Pereira is going to come on as well for Scott Banks. Timmy Odesina is going to come on for Matty Platt, who's looking a little bit tired, and I'd also like to get Levi Sutton off, or maybe Gilead. We don't really have the options though to do that at this moment in time, so instead we're just going to bring Tyreek Wright on for the angle and play him a little bit more defensive, because Wright this season has been pretty underwhelming, to be honest with you. I haven't really seen too much from Tyreek Wright, so hopefully he's got half an hour or so here to prove himself that, you know, he's more than good enough to be playing in this team. Levi Sutton on the ball here. He goes into Jamie Walker. Back into Sutton. He goes down the line looking for maybe Oliver, but Manny Monfort is able to deal with it on this occasion. And it is now with Owen Evans, the former Cheltenham Town goalkeeper. He sends a ball long though. Poor clearance though once again. And Gilead looking over the top. Oliver was definitely offside. And that goes straight back through to Owen Evans. 12 minutes left on the clock. We are going to give the players some more praise here as the ball goes long. Walsall certainly changing up their approach in today's game, looking to go a little bit longer at this moment in time. Bennett now driving down their right hand side. We want to keep the clean sheet in this one. Liam Rideout has done very well there to defend, but the ball is not away. A ball comes into the box, cleared away by Levi Sutton. Pereira now, opportunity for us to counter. Finds Tyreek Wright, who comes inside. What can he do with the ball? He finds Dion Pereira, slots it through into Verdane Oliver. Can he finish? Get on the end of this one and finish. Oh, I don't really know what he's done there. I think he's ended up hitting Peter Clark. Poor finish there from Verdane Oliver. At this moment in time, I'm thinking I'm going to start Andy Cook in the next game against Mansfield Town. They're currently 20th in the table. The 3 points are well and truly wrapped up though in today's game. It finishes full time. Bradford City 3, Walsall 0. Big 3 points once again for us. Another 3 points closer to promotion. It's weird that I'm already thinking about promotion when we're only 7 games in. We're now 3 points clear at the top of the table. 6 points clear of 4th place though, which is big news for us. Another goal for Andy Cook. Certainly has found himself back in the side and back in contention as well. Lee Angle as well. How can I forget about him? 2 goals as playing as a left winger when he's not really played all too much over the last couple of games. Big stuff for us though. Very happy with how today's episode has gone. But anyway, that is where I'm going to leave it for today's video. If you have enjoyed, please make sure to drop a like on there for me. If you could try and hit 25 likes, as I said at the start of today's episode, that would be massively appreciated. Subscribe if you are new as well. We are now on the road to 500 subscribers, so please make sure you are subscribed. If you haven't already, with that post notification bell on, it's free to do so and it does massively help out. Thank you very much for watching today's video. Have a great rest of your day, and I shall see you all very soon for another episode. Peace.